Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Hey-o! How we all doing? Oh, just hit my head. So, yeah, basically just thought I'd come back, hit my head again. Just thought I'd come back and revisit Murdered. Now, we've already done the full playthrough, whatever. Basically what I'm going to look to do here is just chop and change. Now, I'm just cutting off some videos here. Basically, because I 100% of this game, got all the footage, I thought I'll do a couple of guides, just showing like quick videos, just bam, 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 so you can just come back at your leisure, watch, and find everything again. So if you're stuck, Beard's got your back. Right, so what we're going to do is start with the ghost stories. Now, as you should remember, hopefully, if you don't, shut up, I'm going to tell you. Ghost stories in each little like mini level of the game. The ghost stories were there, and those like little clues that you'll find, and I'll give you like a spooky little story around. So we're going to jump in. We're going to start here. So first off, let's jump back into the game. Okay, so first thing I want to do with this one, this is the apartment complex. Let's just jump straight in. Here we go, back into the apartment. Come through, see this guy right away. Follow this room through. Now, you may recall this is with the old people, so what you want to do is just ignore them. Come on. So just get lost occasionally. This will bring you through to the main corridor now. Now remember them two people. Now coming through, we get to the boiler room, laundry room, but there's the first boiler. So there we go, that's our first clue. So from here, where do we go now? Just turn around and follow it through, and a nice little pool hall, why not? So here's clue number 2. So one thing we'll notice is, bam, it says how many, I've done it out of sequence, shut up. Anyway, there we go. So follow this corridor through, remember them two people, we just passed them, up the stairs, here's clue number 3. So, yep, says 3 down, 4 left to go. As you can see there, that won't sync up much longer. So at the top here, follow the stairs round, and from the corridor you come to this room. There's some boys playing poker, jump in the corridor, and you're going to find the 4th one there. Now, lead out, this is just so you can find out. You're back on the main corridor. Just run to the end of the corridor, back up another flight of stairs, brings you to that lobby area where you find this area here with some frat boys. Right at the back of the room, there we go. Bing, bam, boom. There's our next one. That should be number 5, leaving us 2 left. So exit up there, and up a final flight of stairs. Coming up, now this is the top floor of the apartment block, where we get the first like main crime we have to solve. But ignoring the main crime room, right to the end, here we go, lovely jubbly, penultimate boiler, done, done, and done. So now we need to spin round, go actually into this room, where we're meant to be solving our own murder here. But go through, toilet, there it is, there is the final clue, that's number 7. And there we go, done and done, first ghost story. So let's ping it up and watch the story, listen.
I still remember seeing the ad for the Regal Apartments in the paper. It's easy for people to look at it and see a dingy, run-down shithole. But me? I saw a place with history and character. I saw a place full of artistic inspiration. Before I knew it, I was the official tenant of apartment 3A. Looking back on it, I wish I had never even unpacked. My new apartment turned out to have more character than I had anticipated. The carpets were occasionally soggy, the pipes were rusty, and I could hear the tenant below me banging against the walls and screaming at the top of his lungs. Sure, there were other problems with the place, but they just added to its charm. They were things I could live with. What I couldn't live with was showering in brown water, mysterious leaks molding the carpet, and obnoxious neighbors. I called the plumber, who arrived just as I was about to have a word with the people downstairs. When I showed him the wet spots on the carpet, he scratched his head and explained that nothing was leaking, and that the reason for the wet spots was most likely due to me spilling something and not realizing it. Did this guy take me for an idiot? I never spilled a thing. He apologized and said that without a leak, there's nothing he could do, so he moved on to the shower. Thankfully, the water had no trouble turning brown. He thought it could be an issue with a rusty boiler and went to check it out. I took the opportunity to address the tenants below. I knocked on the door, but no one answered. In fact, I couldn't hear anything at all. I tried the door, expecting it to be locked, but it just swung open. I was shocked to find it completely empty. That's when wet footprints began to appear on the floor. They were headed right for me. Just then I could hear the plumber scream from the boiler room downstairs. By the time I ran down there, he was long gone, but he had discovered the source of the brown water. Packed into the old, rusty boiler was a bloated, decomposing corpse. The police are still investigating the homicide, and the landlord has promised to renovate the boiler room. However, despite his efforts, 3A is back on the market, and I doubt I'll ever feel clean again.